Why would anybody do this? What do you think the motivation is? I need to understand this. I need to get your views. I need to get your opinions. And I want to get people like this on the show because I need to understand more. Hit the like button, please. Make sure you're subscribing, bell notifications, hit the hype button, get all the admin done. I know how much you love and support the terrace. We're here. I'm away still. I didn't actually bring a proper microphone with me, so I'm doing it through earphones. So the sound won't be as clear as normal, but don't worry about it. I know a lot of you stress about that, but don't worry. I'm going old school for a microphone. It takes me back a bit. I actually quite like doing it a little more old school, but there we go. Why did this happen yesterday? I got a lot of DMs yesterday. Terry, you always defend Arsenal, but look how crazy their fans are. Terry, you call out the nonsense against Arsenal, and rightfully so. But how about the crazy things their fans say? And I always enjoy this. This is the element of the fan content I really like. Okay, let's see what crazy claims are being made and what's being said, and let's have a debate and a discussion about it. So I got sent a tweet. I got sent a really interesting tweet. And the first, I'm going to put up on the screen for you now. I have to look down because my computer screen is below me. And I saw this tweet, and it was 17 GA and 18 Champions League appearances, star boy. And when I first read this tweet, saw this tweet, I couldn't understand why it had 11 million. I repeat, 11 million views. 11 million. That's a lot. Even for the clickbait king like me, that's astronomical. I wish I didn't understand it. Then I started looking at the quote tweets. And I thought to myself, still don't get it. Why is this made predominantly Liverpool? And I get now why Liverpool fans were angry, but I couldn't understand it. Couldn't understand it. I know that Arsenal are playing very good football at the moment. Let's just have that right. They have become, in many people's eyes, the favourites to win the Premier League. Not mine. Right now, on October the 16th, 2025, I still see Liverpool as the favourites. My mind has not changed. They're the marginal favourites, still Liverpool. Over the next 4 or 5 games, that could change because, as I've always stated, Arsenal have a genuine and sincere chance and opportunity to win the English Premier League. That's just it, point blank fact. It's a fact, in my opinion. It's not an opinion that Arsenal can win it and have a good chance. That, I think, is as close to a fact as you can get. But I didn't understand why Liverpool supporters were getting pressed by this post. It's just an Arsenal fan. I'm looking at it again now. Just an Arsenal fan celebrating a very good GA return for his favourite player, the star boy, Bukayo Saka. Why is there the hate? And then I saw it. And you can see it on your screen now. And if you haven't noticed it, it's because the Arsenal fan, and let me just get a little closer, the Arsenal fan in question who made the post, remember, it's a very important fact that they are the Arsenal fan, okay? In that picture, let's have a closer look here. So this is a quote tweet from a Liverpool fan called Sam. Focused in on the badge. It has a 5 on it. And of course, Arsenal have never won it. Now, this quote tweet from Sam got 5 million views. And now I'm sitting there and thinking to myself, well, there's a few things going through my mind. The first thing was, why would any Arsenal fan do this? Ridiculous. I'm a little bit of a believer. I'm a little superstitious. So when I was competing for Team GB, if you guys don't watch, know, in my childhood, in my teens, in my early 20s, I competed for Team GB, karate and kickboxing. And at every World Championships, and it was only the World Championships where this superstition existed. So it is a superstition, but it was a case of you don't stand on the podium unless you've won a medal, and you don't stand in second place if you've never won a silver medal or higher at a World Championships. It was just something that everybody from every country, and we had over 96 nations that used to send 100 to 150 competitors minimum to these tournaments. So you're talking hundreds and thousands of people just stuck to these superstitions. So I'm quite superstitious. And I need to say that to bring this to life. So I remember someone in my team won a gold medal at my first ever World Championships. I came third, by the way, just for clarity. I got a bronze medal at my first ever World Championships in 2000. I think it was 2000 or 2001. Long time ago now. Long time ago. We were in Vienna in Austria. Amazing. We competed inside this velodrome. It was absolutely beautiful. Loved Vienna. And yeah, great. Anyway, I get sidetracked. A great friend of mine won his first ever world title. And it was before I'd competed. And I held his medal and looked at it. And a few people said they're getting their kids to put the medal on. And a great friend of mine, Lisa, who was one of the best in our sport ever, period, came over and slammed. I mean, she was only a kid herself. She was only a year older than me. So I don't even know how old she was, but she was having to go at parents, the kids. Do not put it around your neck. It'll bring you bad luck. Right? And it just stuck with me ever since. And I know it's superstition and crazy. But when I saw this badge, I thought, why would you even do that? Why would an Arsenal fan do that? Why would you risk the wrath of the football gods, essentially, celebrating something, making something up that isn't true, that's related to winning trophies? And I thought, fair play. I'm going to call it out. I was going to save it to hot takes, but I was going to call it out. And then the evidence came in. And it's just more proof that there is this hatred online for Arsenal like I've never seen for any other club. Let me rephrase that. I see a lot of hatred for Manchester United. But I think even if there wasn't, I would see it because it's my football club and I'm emotional. So let me take Man United out of this when I make this claim. Outside of my club, I don't remember ever seeing this amount of... It isn't just hate anymore. It's just the false claims. I know there are some Arsenal fans online that are unbearable. I know some hate Arteta and the win the dog gimmicks and the pickpockets and the RAF pilots. They hate all this stuff and they despise the man. They want to just dig him out at every single opportunity. I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. I understand it exists. But what I saw last night, what I saw in this post, is crazy because if you look at the quote tweets of the original post, it's all the usual suspects, the sort of big podcasters, the media personalities, the Arteta outers, like dogs in heat, jumping on this. Didn't verify it, didn't do any research, didn't read, didn't stop to think, why has someone done this? All I was doing was reading the quote tweets and going, something felt off about it, even though I agreed it was a crazy post. But everyone goes in, this is what Arteta has done to our club, he's made us delusional. And then it goes into football. This is why it's important. I think this delusion leads to a lowering of standards. The lowering of standards means you won't get over the line, and it's all Mikel Arteta's fault. It's all of his supporters' fault. Look how crazy they are. Yes, it's only an edited picture, but it's sort of like the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake. And this is why Arsenal are bad. This is why their fans are unbearable. And it's why we must, even when they've done nothing wrong, we can't let them celebrate goals. We have to play down last-minute winners. We can't have them as the favourites. We have to slag them off at every step. And then we all saw it, didn't we? Then we saw it. Then we saw the level of absolute hate that people have towards them. And I'm going to show it to you now. So this is a post from in the summer from Indie News saying, calm down, Arsenal fans, more to come. And the account that made the post about Saka, here he is saying, stop feeding them. There he is saying, you guys are lucky Liverpool isn't in the race for Eze. Who are you guys? Who are you guys if you're an Arsenal fan? Is the first thing that I thought. Then there was no Liverpool fan should have less than 2,000 followers. You get these posts all the time. Following back, guys. Another Liverpool interaction. When it was announced by David Ornstein that Arsenal had made a move for Eze, the response was, what the F? Delete this. So post after post after post after post, and there's more of them if you want to go and research them, of this account supporting Liverpool. This account being a Liverpool fan. Then most of the interactions, as you can see to my side here, are from Liverpool fans attacking Arsenal fans saying you are unbearable. Now, break this down to me, because I did say yesterday in sort of content creation, this is an important part for me. Fan discourse is so important. What are you guys saying about this? What's your thoughts on it? Is this just harmless banter by a Liverpool fan who has essentially changed their account from a Liverpool one to an Arsenal one to make Arsenal fans look unbearable? Do you find this funny? Do you find this engaging? Do you think it's bad for football in discourse? Because actually, maybe a lot of people won't see this video. Maybe a lot of people won't see the quote tweets exposing this as a Liverpool. By the way, this is not Liverpool fans' fault. Most Liverpool fans, why would you waste any of your day pretending to be an Arsenal fan, even if you're on loan at the club like me? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A lot of people, they won't see it. So what you'll find, and maybe this will come out in the next week or two, Arsenal win a game and get happy, and you'll get these comments from people. You might get Roy Keane say it. You might get Gary Neville say it. You might get somebody on TalkSport go, the problem is with Arsenal fans, they go too far. Did you see the other day, they're superimposing Champions League winners' badges onto their kits. They already think they're won. It then creates this narrative that Arsenal are arrogant. That can often create punditry against them that shouldn't really exist because it's a lie. It causes the outers to be less happy. It creates an internal pressure and it can hurt them. So maybe as a rival, you think, no, we've got to create these lies because it might help to make them implode. Maybe that's the motivation. But you have to have a certain, what I'm sick and tired of hearing, and we'll push back on. I will push back on this until you come on here, and you're all welcome on the terrace. Turn your camera on, show us your face, and come and have a conversation. I just believe I'm sick and tired of hearing, Arsenal don't scare me, Arsenal don't worry me, I don't think Arsenal are any good, I don't think Arsenal are a threat, I don't think they can do it. Arteta can't get over the line. The team isn't good enough. They haven't won a league title in 20 years. They haven't ever won the Champions League. For all those reasons, they're not winning anything. Feet are up, no issues. You can't feel that way and then be making these posts, doing rants about them, calling them out. It doesn't make sense. Because to a Liverpool fan, to a City fan, to a United, Chelsea, it doesn't matter who you support. I know, as a general rule, Burnley don't keep you up at night because you ain't out there talking about them. Other than a match week. I know you're not worried about Luton or Leyton Orient or Barnet or Bury or Rangers or Celtic because you don't talk about them. I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS on this. They're not a threat. I ain't worried about them. Gimmick. Now, you may not think it's a gimmick. So feel free to leave your comments below. Feel free to react to this video. You can remix it up now on socials. React to this video. I'll even tag me as a collaborator and I'll accept all the collaboration links on it. I need to understand this nonsense. Admit, please, that you're scared of Arsenal. Admit that you're threatened by Arsenal. Admit they are in this title race and could genuinely win it. Then at least I think these posts, these things that are being done make a lot more sense because saying they're not a threat, but yet pretending to be them online and then the pile-on that follows joining in with it tells me something different. Listen, people, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I will see you all again soon. Peace.